Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Mike Kruger.
And I'm Sadie Kruger.
And this is your NorCal Ag Report sponsored by Lassen Canyon Nursery. So where are we today, Sadie?
We are at Serendipity Farms.
Serendipity Farms. And we usually talk to the owner of the farms, but what happened?
Yes. So Tammy Miller, she's the owner. She's amazing. And she said she didn't really want to be on camera. And I said, no problem. We'll do the interview off camera, and then Mike and I will tell you all about this amazing farm and all the things that you can do and pick here.
So it seems like the name is pretty fitting here, Serendipity, and everything's great. We've got so many things here. We could talk about, when I was asking her what type of things that she offers, it just seemed like the list kept going and going and going.
Yes.
And really, quite honestly, I mean, we could try to, off of memory, talk about some of the things. So what are some of the things that we can kind of remember?
Okay, so I love peaches.
Yeah.
So right now it's peach season. We can also pick nectarines right now. We can get thornless boysenberries.
Okay, so you talk about thornless. What's the difference between thornless and thorned?
Well, it's just that they have thorns. So I love to pick berries, and when I go out in nature, you know, sometimes you come back and you're bleeding and, you know, stained, and it's an adventure. But here, it almost feels like cheating, where you just go pick these, you know, berries that are so fresh right off the vine and thornless.
All right, so it was the peaches, the nectarines, the thornless boysenberries, and figs, right?
Figs,
So they've got the figs. So if you were to come out here today, those are the four things you'd be able to pick right now. So the way it works is this, and we'll kind of go into some of the other things that they have, but you come to the farm, and then you walk down, from where you park, you walk down kind of through an orchard. And then you'll find the owner, right? And she will give you all kinds of directions. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to know what you're really doing, quite honestly, because she will guide you 100% of the way to let you know what to look for, how to do it, all of that stuff. And you actually became prepared. What are some of the other things that you need if you come out?
Okay, so some pro tips, you know, it does help to be prepared. There is a recording, so you can call Serendipity Farms and she'll walk you through all of this, what you need. But after coming here, I've kind of got it down to a few things that I really like. So some kind of bucket, I like to have a bucket with a lid on it, and it happens to fit in my basket that I can then put on. So pro tip, I've got my bucket. Hands-free, love it. Okay, then these are just some empty containers that I have that I've saved. And so the peaches fit perfectly upside down.
Just like when you're at the farmer's market, a lot of times it's like that. So
so it's just a great way to keep them from not getting smashed. And if you don't want to get your hands dirty when you're picking boysenberries, you can bring some little gloves, and then bring cash. And she does recommend an extra 20. Sometimes it's hard to gauge what the weight of your peaches are or your fruit. So come prepared.
Because I don't think she accepts credit cards or anything like that. So you want to make sure you have the cash.
Yes, it is hot, it's sunny, you're in the elements. So a hat, some comfortable shoes, and some bottled water.
Excellent.
Sunscreen if you're sensitive.
So we were kind of talking about this earlier. There are some fun stories that we have, some personal stories. So we were walking out here and we were thinking about one of our first trips together. We went to, kind of the Ashland area, and it was the peach orchards. So that was kind of a nice little memory for us.
Yes. Yeah, he was a good sport. He carried my peaches as I
It was fun.
picked them,
But your grandma, right? Didn't she?
I've been coming here with my grandmother. So this farm has been around for over 50 years. So my grandmother passed a few years ago at 96. So she'd been coming out here for over 30 years. It was just one of those mainstays where you could get a lug of peaches, you know, and can them. You can also get seconds, a little discounted pricing. So yeah, so this farm has been around for over 50 years. Been coming here with my grandmother.
That's awesome.
And as a fun thing that she shared, that the farm was started over 50 years ago by her mother-in-law, father-in-law, and husband. And he was a retired firefighter from the Bay Area, and his dream was to have a peach orchard. So he came up here and started this peach orchard.
And that's what's cool about it, because it started off as peaches, and then it expanded into, again, there's a whole list of other things. Can you remember some of the things? I mean,
So they've got, besides the thornless boysenberry, they're kiwis even, which that's not until Thanksgiving. There's cherries, which start Mother's Day. That kind of kicks off the season. There are persimmons, 2 different kinds, plums, 5 different kinds. Yeah, like I said, the apples, it just keeps going. She even has eggs.
Yeah, they got chickens roaming around.
They were out already, so you do have to come early to get the eggs.
And don't step on the eggs. No, just kidding.
And she does have a dog and chickens, so please leave your dogs at home.
Yeah, and the reason she doesn't want you to bring your dogs, because there are chickens roaming around, there's other things, and so the dogs will be chasing, like our dog would be chasing everything
and her
around
sheep.
here. And the sheep, all of that. So really overall, Serendipity Farm, it's an amazing place. This is the first time I've been here. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's great to see all the peaches out here that we can pick. You are gonna stick around and you're gonna actually do something. You got all the gear, so might as well do it. And you're gonna do some, what are some of the things that you're looking to pick today?
So today I'm going to pick some peaches, I'm going to get some nectarines, I might get a few of the thornless boysenberries, even though I have some. I just would like a handful that I can have fresh, and then I have to get some figs.
Got to get the figs.
I love figs, so I'm getting everything.
Got to get this. So she's getting everything that can be offered. So come on down here. What we'll do also is we will try to, try to figure out a way so you can very easily, but we'll at least have a phone number for you on the screen so you know where to call, who to call, and then of course some directions on how to get here, because there's a little bit out of the way, but it's really not too far out of the Redding area, so it shouldn't be all that bad. Anything else you can think of?
No, but again, these are some pro tips to make your experience awesome, so I'm sure you're going to love it. So come out and happy picking. Yeah,
it should be a lot of fun. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time for another edition of NorCal Ag, sponsored by Lassen Canyon Nursery.